Hi there, and welcome to the LVAC audio system setup video. This video will not get any Academy awards, but it's designed for those who need to know how to set up the audio system. But before I start, I must say that this is a JC inspired design. However, if you see any way that you can improve upon it, be it the construction of it or the way things work, please go ahead. I will not be offended one way or the other if you change it. So, okay, enough of this. Let's get the video started. That means we're rolling. Yes, we are. Right, so I'm going to try and show you guys how this all comes together. Got Ian here to assist. Right, so you wheel this into position, as you can see, and when you set this thing up, you've got to find the stand with the silver clip. Position it roughly where it's going to be for the singers, then grab the side module. Lift this up, just so you get the monitor and you put that on there. Notice that it's got a cable that comes clearly. Then you get the box and position it roughly where the screen is going to go. This is the base of the stand. We now grab the reel, and if everything is all neatly folded up from the last time, walk back into the speaker, and now you've got here a spare and a speaker. Just simply unplug that. Let's try that again. Pull that through like that, and then put him into there. Then all we've got to do is get an XLR from there and plug him into the power point there. Now we also need in just a very short power cord to go from there to a power board here, and then you can plug the keyboard and the fold back monitor into that power board. Yep, doesn't matter which one. I normally use this fella here for the keys. It's just a stand, bar stool stand. It's got a adjustable thing on there to turn it around. Also, while we're looking at the fold back monitors, all of these should have this cable, which is an XLR 2/4 inch phono. Okay. This goes on the input and then just connects to a normal mic line. Okay, on here, on the loom, you've got your fold back monitor there, fold back monitor line there, and further up you've got where the end's pointing, that's where your mics go. You don't really need to undo that one because you can just plug your XLR lines in from your cable, from your microphone, straight into that. This one though, we do have to undo. You separate it like that, and that goes straight in the fold back. Thank you, Ian. And you notice here there's also a double adapter. That's where you can then run power to that as well. Okay, so that basically is effectively that side. So now let's do the other side. So you can see here there's a couple of cables hanging out the side here. Okay, just need to just wait for the phone. Yep, so that's correct. So just lift and pull out, because you've got this shelf here, and it's just basically got to slide out from underneath there. Make sure these cables are free. Okay, and now spin it around and put it on top of the thing, making sure that the cables don't get caught underneath. And as we can see, Yep. There's just a wriggle around. Hey presto, we're done. Now to remove the projector, just got to lift up those and then slide him out. Just grab that. Yep. You can let that down now and just keep on pulling until they re-engage. Just like that. And to get the adjustment, take the lens cap off and put it actually under. Lift that part up and then put that underneath. So, okay, that's going to cover two things. One, you don't lose the lens cap, and 2, exactly right. So the further you push it back, the steeper it goes. Of course, we can always move this around in relation to the screen once we get it up and going. Now, we go back to the unit here, we open it up, and inside you see that there is the radio receiver kit. So we take that and we put it onto the shelf just here.
And the aerials?
Yep, they just sit underneath, just like that. So we just need to get an XLR line then from the back of this, and we plug it into the mic, radio mic input on here. You can also see that there's lectern. That's where your bass DI and your guitar DI goes. Guitar foldback and drums foldback. So that's all labelled there. There should be in here, yes, a power board which can operate locally, but we still, yeah, and you also need to have another power board and a short lead going over to here for the 2 foldbacks for the guitar and bass, as well as you can then run power off for the radio mics as well. Okay, so let's just take this reel off. The other thing that's in here is the lectern foldback, and that's already pre-cabled. So as you see, I just pull that out and then that's done. Okay, so let's just have a good look at this. In here, if we can get the light in there, there is a device that goes backwards and forwards. Okay, I've got to make sure that it does not foul up through there. Okay, so right, so we just reel this out. Just have to get around everybody else. Okay, so just like with the other side, where we've got a Velcro tie, you untie that and that just goes straight into there. Now because it's so close to the power point over here, we just run a short lead to there. Okay, let's continue rolling this out. Okay, so you can see here now that we've gone all the way around to there. Now, let's go and grab the aux point. Anyone who's got a wife with a sewing machine cabinet will be familiar with this, because it is exactly that. It's a sewing machine cabinet. Okay, you pull this part out until it clicks into place. Now in here I keep a short power cable, and there should also be, if there isn't, it doesn't matter. Okay, that puts juice on. You notice that this has also got another foldback monitor, because there are 4 aux channels that you can use, and that gives you then the option of being able to have another foldback. Now you've got a little button here, you press that, and that brings up the presentation monitor. Why do we call it the presentation monitor? Because the system is designed that the person who sits here is not the audio operator, but is in fact the presentation controller. Okay, So they have their laptop here, they have their program here, and audio techs sit on here on that side of the enclosure. It enables you to get up and out and about very quickly. Now, let's just grab this snail and put him in there. That gets him out of the road. And you notice that there are two leads. Yellow, as you see up here, we've got a yellow lead. Okay. Yellow is for the video side of things. Yellow is for the video side of things. It connects onto there. And tidy that up. This one here, because I don't have another red fly lead, I have to use blue. Blue is for the network. So we grab the laptop, plug that out, sorry, put that out, plug that in there like that, connect to there, and that then gives the audio guy his control surface. Right, okay, and of course it's always best to run these things off mains where you can. Yes, you can do it on battery, but battery there should be purely as a backup in case you need to disconnect and relocate. Okay, so let's have a look in the drawers. What goodies do we have? Okay, we've got DIs and that sort of thing. So let's go back down the front here. Right, so other things that we need to be aware of. Right, there is a 32 gig USB drive. We fiddle in here. You can see that there's a network cable and there is these cables. One's got on here play and one record. Connectors to the record side. If you've got music on a USB key, you plug it in there and you can control it through the system. This network cable goes into this laptop here. Okay, so we just plug him in. Plug him into the power and put the other end into there. You must turn this fella on because he's the one who controls the audio from the presentation laptop. Plug that straight into the input.
The input.
Yes, right, and the XLR into there. Yeah, yeah. And then the fold back exactly the same. Just get an XLR line to go on there, unless of course they want to put that on that side, but then that's pretty close to that speaker as well. Keys FB. Yeah, and you don't have to worry about getting it wrong because one's male for connection, the other one's female connection. So if it doesn't work in one, plug it into the other. Not a problem. Right. So this laptop here is used for the band. You can connect wirelessly, but sometimes it's a bit dodgy. However, having said that, it enables you that if you don't have a PC up the back to be able to control it, you've still got this as a backup unit. It's just a bit of a smaller screen, exactly the same interface, because everything runs off the box itself. Okay, so let's go. So that's basically apart from the few lines that need to be done and a few XLRs, we're basically pretty ready to go. We'll go now up to the ops point and get that sorted. And there we go. Yeah, so I suggest that you find the comfiest chair that you can in here and set that up for yourself, because after all you're going to be sitting here. Okay, so now the audio operator, you can put the laptop anywhere you wish, fire him up, and because you're here and not trapped in there, means that you can get up and fix things around. You can also carry your wireless device and do tweaking if you get a good connection anywhere inside the room. So that's why it's designed this way. So therefore the presentation guy can do his thing here. He's got a DVD player, he's got local monitors, so he's not having to keep on looking up at the screen, because whatever is happening on this monitor here is exactly what's happening up there, as well as the other two monitors down the front, which are for the singer and the lectern. And plus the room to be able to put papers and all the rest of it. Yeah, okay, let me just log in first. Let's hope I use the right password. Now, because this is a wired connection and not a wireless connection, you want to make sure that you're not actually connected to the Wi-Fi. You just pull it up through the actual IP address, which is 10.10.1.1. Okay, right. And the rest is as per our training on how to use the actual interface, load up your own profile, or if you haven't got a profile, load up someone else's profile and then immediately save it under your name, and that way you've got full control over your environment. So if you screw something up, or better still, somebody else doesn't screw yours up, it doesn't really matter because you've got your own profile place. Okay, that is set up. Pack down is pretty much the same. There's just a couple of things we will have a look at when we actually do pack down. But yeah, hopefully this video will all come together and make sense of the documentation which I left down.